Hey guys, welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Dani, and this channel is all about eating at home, usually with a glass of wine or beer in hand, except for today. I don't have anything in my hands. So we all know that vegetables are a really important part of our diet. I know that a lot of us like to ignore it, or we say we don't like vegetables, but at the end of the day, you really need veggies to keep your health in order. And no, ketchup with your fries does not count as your vegetable serving for the day. But I get it, a lot of times vegetables become an afterthought, or maybe we just don't really know how to make them, or just there's a lot of different excuses out there. So I wanted to share with you today what Andrew and I do to make sure that we always have, if we haven't planned on having a vegetable with dinner, we can just whip up a really easy side salad with ingredients that we already have in the house. And it's just something that we do throughout the year, especially in the winter months when just fresh vegetables aren't really in season, right? So if you do enjoy this video today and you want more topics like this in the future, give me a big thumbs up. And if you're new around here and you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe. Okay, so as I mentioned, the salads that I plan at home are already using ingredients that I always have on hand. It just has become part of my weekly grocery shopping trip to make sure that if I run out of these things, I'll just buy more and I will always have them on hand so that Andrew and I will always have a really exciting salad. Can salads really be that exciting? Yes. So obviously the very first ingredient that's the most important here is going to be some sort of lettuce or a leafy green. So you can find these in the grocery stores very easily throughout the year. Iceberg or romaine lettuce are going to be your best for the budget, or you can buy, there's so many different types of lettuce on there. I don't need to tell you all the different types of lettuce. My biggest recommendation though, if you are on a budget, is to just buy them in the grocery section without being bagged. Bagged lettuce is always going to be more expensive, and it's literally just washed and cut for you already. You can just do that at home. I will say though, in the last few months that I've completely fallen in love with something that my local grocery store offers, which happens to be in a box. It's $5, but it's just this really beautiful assortment of spring greens, I think is what they call them. I've really just fallen in love with the color and the flavors, so I actually pay a little bit more for that. Like I said, if you're on a budget though, do not buy things in the bagged form. Just buy them and cut them and wash them yourself. The next ingredient to make your awesome side salad is going to be red onion. Now, red onion goes on all of our salads because it adds so much flavor, and red onions can keep in the pantry for weeks. It's not going to go bad on you. So always make sure that you have red onions at your house. It's going to add so much flavor to your salad and really dress it up. And then I add 2 ingredients that stay in my pantry at all times, and I basically buy them in bulk and they're always available. And that would be dried cranberries and sunflower seeds. Now you can use any seeds that you prefer. I love sunflower seeds because they have so much great flavor. They add a little bit of a saltiness too, even though I usually just buy the plain ones. You can buy them roasted, you can buy them seasoned, you can do whatever. But I buy them in the bulk section of the store, and so they're incredibly cheap. It was like $1.35 for this entire container, and that's gonna last Andrew and I probably a few months. Also dried fruit, so we love dried cranberries. Andrew also seems to like dried raisins, which really isn't my cup of tea, but you could add dried apricots, anything like that. Just make sure that whatever you're buying, the only ingredient in there is actually the fruit. They're not adding a whole bunch of other stuff to flavor it. That's going to, make the nutritional value go down a bit. So that's it for my side salads. Weekly, if I don't have any other vegetables at my house, all I have to do is put some lettuce into a bowl, add my cranberries and my onions and my sunflower seeds. And then if you watched my last video on how to make your own salad dressing at home, please do not buy salad dressings anymore. You just put on your homemade salad dressing and you're good to go. So all in all, this takes less than 5 minutes. I mean, it takes less than 2 minutes. So whatever you've already made for dinner and you need a vegetable and you're like, oh shoot, I don't know what to make, easy peasy, quick side salad. Now notice that I didn't put croutons on this list. The only way that I would put croutons on my salad is if I literally had a loaf of bread that I let get stale, and then I would cut them up myself and put them on the salad, because the croutons that you buy in store, guys, honestly just have so many preservatives on them. I really recommend going down the nut route to give you some crunch rather than the croutons. So that's the most basic sense for me for my side salads. There's of course so many other things that you could add to your side salads. So if you have any favorites, I would just really recommend putting them on your weekly grocery shopping list to make sure that you have them on hand whenever you want to make this salad. So some ideas for you are boiled eggs, especially if you want to get that protein in, avocados if you want to get some healthy fats in. You can also add things like tomatoes or radishes or cucumbers, just any sort of vegetable that you might already have in the house. I actually had some cucumbers for this photo shoot, so I wanted to add those in, which was really nice. You could add chopped carrots, you could add mushrooms. There's so many options. So what I'm just trying to convey here, guys, is that you don't have to make a big production out of all of the salads that you have. Just have a few things in your pantry that you can add to your salads each week. For me, that's cranberries and the sunflower seeds, and then the red onion. So it can be really simple. It's a really great way to get your veggies in. And I think I'm beating a dead horse here on how you can make your side salads. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything that I did not cover on what you could add to your salad. I mean, there's so many options, but let me know what your favorite things to add to your salads are, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.